My date ghosted me. Shout out to Shisha Zed. We're gonna react to one more of his videos. So my trauma wears Prada. She don't have a lot of TikTok videos, which is surprising, but she has a blog spot. I'm assuming she sells things or like makes stories or something. So not sure what that is, but it surprises me that she don't got a lot of TikToks. So this is her. Surprised she doesn't have a lot of followers either.
Hey TikTok, my name is Elisa. I just started this new profile because I also started a new blog called
Look at the doggone filters though, guys.
My Trauma Wears Prada. It's a funny name. My friend Mandy thought of it. She's a queen. She's hilarious. But I have a lot of dating stories, being in my mid to late 30s and still single, that I wanted to share. And I think they're funny. They're unfortunate. Many of them are very unfortunate. But that is dating in Southern California, San Diego specifically. I also have some dating stories from some of my girlfriends, and we just, what can you do? Just laugh about them. Anyways, and I also plan to share some other lifestyle things, just like I love to cook, I love to host parties, love shopping, retail therapy. So looking forward to sharing those stories with you. I hope you interact with them, share your own stories. I hope you find them funny,
As a San Diego man, I gotta say it's the best place to date, the most beautiful women. And she responds, there are so many beautiful people here. If it's the best place to date, maybe she's not looking for a long term. Maybe she likes dating around. She did say she got a lot of dating stories and she's over 30. I'm surprised. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. You white girls are starting to look different now. 30s, y'all would be gone for real. 30, it wasn't that long ago where 30 would be 80 when it come to y'all. Now y'all looking like this? Well, she got filters on right here. Let me see something real quick.
I went to one of my favorite country bars in San Diego the other day.
That's not bad for 30 and some change. That ain't bad at all. All right, so let's look at her getting ghosted.
So I went on a couple of Hinge dates with this guy. It seemed really promising. The first date, we went to coffee. We sat and talked for about 2 hours. It seemed like we had a lot in common. He then asked me out about 4 days later. We went to dinner at a sushi place, and then we were having a great time, so we wanted to hang out again, or hang out more. And so we ended up going to Coin Op and playing some games. When we were at Coin Op, it seemed like he kind of was a little stiff. I think it was because this guy wanted to compete with us again, playing basketball, and we ended up losing. And I think he just got kind of annoyed. Anyway, so we ended up leaving after a couple more games, which I beat him twice on this racing game. I don't think that went over well either. But we started walking back to my car. There was some uneven cement and he kind of tripped on it. Instead of laughing it off and just being cool about it, he kind of got a little quiet, a little bit embarrassed, I guess. Anyways, so we get back in my car. I drive him back to his car, which was next.
Well, he's having a bad day. He's losing all over the place, losing here, losing there. Now he done tripped, almost fell and busted his head. Yeah, come on, bro. Yeah.
Next to the sushi restaurant, and we're sitting, just kind of long, awkward pause. And he says, I was busy for the rest of the week. He was going to be busy on the weekend. So he was like, I'd like to see you next week if possible. And I was like, yeah, I'd love that. I'd love to see you again. Also, I had let him know that I was planning to put my dog to sleep on the following day. And so spending time with him, I kind of just wanted to relax a little bit. And I had been, crying and upset for days leading up to it. So he knew that too. And he said something very nice. He was empathetic. He has a dog himself. But anyways, so I haven't heard from him since. It's been 5 days, so I'm assuming I won't be hearing from him, which is fine. I mean, it wasn't like we had anything serious. But I just kind of thought it would have been nice, like just as a human being, to maybe reach out, since I was going through such a hard time with my dog and he knew that. Also, I don't really understand the purpose of asking to see me again the next week and then just ghosting, like not talking to me again. Like, I don't know.
Well, the same reason why y'all do it. Y'all change y'all mind. You know, men have the option to change their mind as well. Maybe he didn't want to see you anymore. It's perfectly fine. How have you been doing this for longer than I have, and even I know? Well, because you've never been ghosted before. Never mind, I just answered my own question. Listen, if you're confused, don't be confused. I think you put too much in this date. Don't be expecting the whole world when y'all are only on a date. Flakes are going to happen. Matter of fact, if you keep dating long enough, you are going to show up to a date and he not be there. That is going to happen. And for people that said it hasn't happened to them, they ain't been on enough dates yet. So yeah, it definitely happens. You might run into some crazy people. You might run into some good people. You might run into players. You might run into people that, you know, haven't had none in years. It's a lot that you're gonna find out there. Flaking is part of it. Dating is a roll of the dice sometime. Maybe you dodged a bullet, maybe you didn't. Let's just see something. He just lost interest. There it is. He just lost interest. No, it's the same thing y'all do. When the guy isn't entertaining you enough, you know, y'all lose interest, right? He lost interest in you. You wasn't entertaining him enough. Honestly, if he was interested, he would reach out. But you seem very nice and pretty, so I'm sure you'll meet someone that, okay, she seems very nice, and you're watching a TikTok, bro, and you can transform yourself with a camera. So very nice is subjective, pretty is subjective. Yeah, you want this, don't you? Just send her a message, bro. You ain't gotta do all this. That's why I won't reach out. Listen, if it was that important to you to make a video, why didn't you reach out to the dude? You know, it works both ways too. If you really wanted to talk to him, you would reach out to him and say, hey, are we still on for this date or so? If he don't respond, then you got your answer. Get a roster and keep options open while you're dating. So when they are gone, you don't even notice or care. Keep going, queen. That's a good plan for sure. Okay, so that means she is dating. She's not really looking to settle down. Because if you're looking to settle down, this ain't a good option. So she's just looking to date for real. Did you even initiate an activity? Guys see one-sided effort as she is not interested. Perfect. Very true. Are you interesting to talk to? Are you talking to him back? If he asks you a question, let's say, how's your day? Are you asking that same question back? Or like, what did you do today? Or, stuff, just simple stuff to show that you're interested. Gotcha. I think this is a loss but I'm taking notes for the next one. What do you mean taking notes? You've been dating for a long time now. How do you not know this? How do you not know that you have to talk to the other person? I get nervous of being rejected. Yeah, I know I need to grow up. What do you mean you need to grow up? You're over 30. Let me hear what She Shazed had to say about this stupid.
This guy took a lot of L's. He took a lot of L's. Think about it. They're at this coin-op game place, and
I just said that he just took he did a lot of losing today.
And some guy comes out of nowhere. challenged him to like some basketball game and they lose. And so of course he's probably, you know, losing in front of your date. And then they play a race car game and she beats him twice. So there's another L right there. And on the way out, he trips and falls. Jesus. What a joy she is to be around. Shit, I felt depressed just watching this video. All right.
Yeah, because when she was talking about the dog, yeah. Like I was gonna say something about that, but I guess I'll say it since he brought it up. If you're dating, keep all that depression shit to yourself. If you're dating, like, what is a new dude supposed to say to that? Like, oh man, sorry for your loss. Like, bro, you're bringing down the mood.
All right, so
He already took a whole bunch of L's that day, tripped over a rock while he's walking down the street, and then you throw that depression story about your dog on him. Man, come on now.
So it's obvious to me that women just don't get it. Women today don't understand how men work, but men understand how women work. For example, men know what not to talk about to not piss some woman off on a date, right? You're not going to talk about her
Politics,
etc. You're going to stay away from topics that can kind of ruin the date at the end of the day. There was a time when women understood how men work. He just lost. Guys, this sounds very small, but a woman with intuition who understands a man, if she can tell that like, oh, his ego is kind of bruised, you're not going to go and beat him on a bunch of race car games and then he goes outside and he trips on the sidewalk. They sound like small details, but you string those series
you chain them together, that thing can get long. Pause. Jesus.
of events one after the other. The man's ego is bruised, right? Not only did he lose a match in basketball to some random guy in front of his date, but then you go and right, he loses 2 more matches playing games with the chick, and then he falls down. He's probably like, you know what? Forget it. But anyways, guys, I may be wrong, probably not, but I'm curious. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. Why do you
Sheesh is it. Appreciate you, brother. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. Peace.